We are joined by Mamadou, Kansaye, and Billy Heavner from UMBC Men's Soccer. They're heading out to Omaha, Nebraska to face Creighton in the quarterfinals of the NCAA Men's Soccer Championship on Friday. First of all, congratulations, guys. Start you off with an easy one. What has this past few weeks been like for you guys?
It's been hectic a little bit, but it's been fun. We've always wanted to have Thanksgiving on campus, and so that's something we can check off our bucket list. But it's definitely been something crazy for us, being the first team, I guess, in school history to ever do something like this. And it's also been crushing us a little bit in terms of our schoolwork. That's been difficult to keep up with, but it's been fun for us. I've enjoyed it. I'm sure the rest of the guys have enjoyed it, and we look forward to more.
Billy, how about for you?
It's been the same thing, just real exciting. We're all proud of, what we've done so far, but we don't feel like we're done. We don't think that we've really accomplished what we need to accomplish yet. We've got a lot ahead of us still. And, just the guy we're trying to, earlier this week, trying to just knock out the schoolwork, get it done, and so we can focus on the game for Friday. But the biggest stressor right now is exams and all that. Trying to balance between soccer and academics.
Both of you guys are obviously really successful on the field, but also in the classroom. Billy as the Elite 18 winner. How exactly, especially this time of year when maybe you're not expecting it, how do you balance those things as best as you can so you don't fall behind in class, but you're still getting ready for what are the biggest games of your career and in school history too?
Yeah, that's why you start off strong at the beginning of the semester and try and give yourself a cushion. And after the game the other night in Louisville, we got guys who are still doing homework. We know that we have to do what we have to do in the classroom, and days like Monday when we didn't have training, you spend that whole day doing homework, and you're just trying to get ahead of things and plan it as best as possible.
You guys have obviously played in some really difficult environments and done really well, winning, at Wake Forest, at Maryland, at Louisville. Is that just something that the coaches have instilled in you to, no matter where you're playing, to just have the same mindset going in, or how do you prepare for playing in tough environments like those?
Well, since the beginning of the season, we knew the season was going to be challenging for us. Our coaches prepare us for any challenge that we might meet ahead of us, and they have created a no-excuse environment for us. So going away to those places, we don't necessarily see it as a tough place, we just see it as another game, and we have to perform. So for us, it's just doing what we need to do in order to get a result, and that's what we've done so far. So going to hostile environments like that, it doesn't really bother us much because it's something that we can't control. We just worry about what we can control and let everything else fall in place.
You guys had some ups and downs. Really, mostly really started the season really well. Peaked at number 11, tied Maryland, and then went through a stretch where you were winless in 5 games, and have now obviously bounced back to really strong. I think you've lost once in the last 11 or 12 games. What was going through the locker room at that time, and how have you guys been able to turn it around here and gone on this successful run?
It was a tough time for a little bit, tough stretch, but it's the beauty of this team. We're more of a family than anything else. We realized that a couple of individuals weren't having great games, and that transferred to us as a collective. The coaches knew that, we all knew that, but families have tough times, and it's on your brothers and your family members to help you out through them, and that's exactly what we've done. And ever since we've throughout the hard times, we held each other accountable for everything, and we came through them successfully. And winning the conference was something that was not easy for us either, but we ended up doing it, and that's a tribute to everybody in the locker room.
Yeah, speaking of that, Mamadou, and I'll ask Billy this question. You guys in the tournament, towards the end of the year, you guys didn't face much adversity, going unbeaten in conference play. But then in the tournament, you guys trailed in both your games, including at halftime to Hartford. What was the message there? And was it similar to what Mamadou said, kind of what was instilled at the beginning of the season has been able to carry you guys and be able to not let an adversity like that bother you?
Well, I think we have a very experienced group here. We have a lot of seniors and a lot of leaders, even guys that are younger. We have a lot of leaders too. Guys that really know how to handle pressure. So, we're down at halftime, whatever. We know that we can bounce back. We know that we're a good enough team to get a goal, not allow them to score again, and get the result that we need. So, we never really hit the panic button like many inexperienced teams might. We kind of just went through it, kept playing our game, and knew it would come, and, we got results.
Mamadou, you've been a member of this team for a while. What's maybe the difference in this year's team than the last couple of years where you guys have won the championship and gotten through one round of the NCAA tournament, but been able this year to get a little further?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think all the teams that I've played on so far have been great. I think it's just we've been unlucky in the past where this year the ball bounced our way a couple more times. And I think that's something that we've created ourselves. In the last 2 years, we've lost some penalty kicks. We're just one kick away from going to the next round. And this year, going to Wake Forest and penalty kicks again. And we got through thanks to a great goalkeeper by Philly. And following that, again to Maryland, we won 1-0. So, it's just been one of those things where luck's been on our side. And like Coach Kansaye has been saying, we are a team of destiny, and right now things just seem to be falling in place for us, and we're grateful for that. But at the same time, it's also we've been working for it, so it's not something that's been handed to us. Nobody's ever holding for us to just take a victory. We work hard for it, and something I think we deserve.
Billy, tell me a little bit about your season individually. Kind of unique. Obviously, didn't start. First half of the season, came in mid-year, and have been, arguably one of the best goalkeepers in the country ever since. How did you stay, focused and ready for your number when it was called this season?
Yeah, I would attribute that to the coaching staff and my teammates. I don't think there's many coaches in the country that would give as much attention as Coach Kansaye did to their backup goalie as he did. I still remember times where, there'd be games where I'm not playing and, I'm just asking Coach, what can I do to get in the lineup? What's going on? What are you seeing? And, I remember one conversation, and this is while we had a losing record. I think we're 3-4-2. He took 2 hours out of his day. He has an open door policy. He took 2 hours out of his day and talked to me, and we talked about everything. And I don't think there's many coaches in the country that you can say would do that, especially during a time like that in their season. So I really attribute to the coaching staff and my teammates for keeping my head on straight and allowing me to be ready when my number's called.
Obviously, these trips, I'm sure they're mostly business. But who's the biggest jokester on the team? Who's keeping you guys loose? I might have a feeling it might be one of you two guys right here, but just from what I've seen in this short time.
Definitely Mamadou. He's always cracking a joke on the bus, in the hotel, saying, guys, he's just trying to keep the mood light, until it's time to lock in. He's someone that keeps the mood light. He knows when to turn it on and when to turn it off. And, obviously on the field, the guys, but your main culprit's right here to my right.
It's kind of what I figured. So last question for you guys. What's it going to take to beat Creighton in advance to next week and hopefully be successful and ultimately win 3 more games here?
Hard work, obviously, is number one. Dedication. And also staying true to our identity, which is something that I figured we've found late in the season.
I think, obviously, Creighton's going to be a very good team. Every team at this point is a very good team, and every team in the tournament's a very good team. But, we've had success, and we think that we can continue to have success. We just need to keep doing what we're doing, working hard. It all starts out on the training field, and, practice has been great. Intensity's been high, and I think, we can be successful if we really put our minds to it, keep doing what we've been doing.
Great. Well, thanks a lot, guys, and good luck on Friday.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you.
See ya.